Hey, this is Christian with a review of the mini Scale Tobot X and Tobot Y. This one here is Y, this one here is X. Here they are as next to Generations Drift. Not too bad, given that this is supposed to be a Kia Soul and a... I forget what kind of Kia this one is.
You can't do that. Come here.
Well, based on door and window size, it looks to be pretty much about in scale with your deluxes. Not bad for a quote-unquote mini. And this is it next to MP10. Again, they scale pretty nicely with MP10. Or at least just based on how I feel driving my Kia Soul next to a big rig. Alright, so let's go ahead and get them transformed. Let's go ahead and start with X, Tobot X. This one transforms exactly the same way as the larger version, with one minor exception. There's no key to unlock him, and this part actually comes completely off and then repositioned somewhere else. So we're going to go ahead and start in the same way by opening up the arms and just freeing all of these hinges. And like I said, this comes right off. Set that aside. It goes right on this tab right here, which is on the underside of the pelvis. You can see here is another tab, and that's what's going to attach in robot mode, just so they can have that same hip skirt action that the other one has. Break those apart. Just like the big version, this has a lot of ratchets in it. Feet. I really like giving this guy digigrade legs because he's got these two joints here and here. I mean, you can straighten them out if you so choose, but I just like giving it like that. I think it gives it more personality, but you have options. These I rotate around, and this comes down just like on the big version. These come out and up. Again, there's nowhere for this to go, so it just hangs on his arm. Pull little fists out. Push this back. There's a little tab right here. Push on that little tab. Pull that up. Pull it into place. I don't know why the coloration is different on X here as opposed to the larger version. In show, the larger version is accurate. As far as I'm aware, this white version never shows up in the show. It also came with a bunch of stickers that I've yet to put on. This port part here, if you'll remember, on the large version is a big old hip skirt. It's got this little port right here. It goes onto this tab. That's to kind of work your way in there, position everything. And now he's got that butt skirt. He doesn't come with any kind of accessories of any kind, just there he is. It's pretty nice. The head has a swivel joint, shoulders. That's the extent of his outward motion, front and back, elbows, no wrist joints, waist, hips. Again, because of this skirt, extremely hindered. You can see I can move it around and get more range of motion, but as long as that's in there, you're kind of stuck. You also have the option of just throwing that to the side. On my display, I keep it in there just to keep them together, but you don't have to. I mean, you have that option of just leaving it off so he doesn't have this big butt skirt. Knees, or using that heavy one. Ankles. Alright, we'll go ahead and set this guy and we'll take a look at Y. There we go. Alright, this guy. You can see there's the arms, part of the legs. Just like his brother X, it's a lot of tabbing together to hold the whole thing together, and doesn't always want to fit right. Alright, so let's go ahead and start by untabbing everything. Start with the doors. And you kind of, there's a double hinge here. Just pull them forward. Here and here. You can see here's the pelvis. I'm going to go ahead and kind of straighten the legs out. This, he actually comes with a gun. Him, nothing. He comes with a gun. It actually fits. You can see these two little holes here and here. Little tabs here. That's where it fits in. Plugs in there, and the holes in here. So we'll just set that aside. It doesn't. There's no. It'd be nice if there was a hinge here, but there isn't. It's solid. Set that aside. Legs. Unfurl. No hinge here. Can't do anything with that. Same thing with this. It's got this, and that's it. So he's doomed to have a big old butt plate as well. You're stuck with it. Nothing you can do about that. The upper portion of the body, we're going to carefully rotate this around and out. There we go. I say carefully because the hinges here are a little bit on the delicate side, especially for these doors. You know, we'll just bring that down. This connects here and actually comes up. As it comes out, there's actually, see, there's a hinge here, but as you pull it down, it pulls the head up with it. Fold that over. These rotate, and this white part goes on top. These kind of rotate around with it, but there. Tolerances are super, super tight here. There. Heads up. This just flops. There's nothing to hold it in. I mean, you can have it hanging down if you want. And then this portion here actually folds like that. Alright, so for Y, there he is in robot mode. Head on a swivel, maybe, yeah, we'll just say swivel. Shoulders in and out. Front to back is on that hinge right there. It's once you've gotten it past this guy, it's not so bad.
I've never heard of
And
green
out.
olive chaser.
Elbow.
Chaser usually means a
Nothing
drink
for the wrist.
perhaps or something
Waist.
else. But did he eat a green olive or drink green olive?
Hips. Not near.
Did he
A
eat
little
a
bit
green
of
olive?
corner here that blocks it. So that's
After the cheese puff?
as far as he goes. No splits for this guy.
Yeah,
Because of the transformation, there's a joint here that you can fake a double knee for some poses,
We had that after our dinner.
and ankles. And his gun fits right into there. It's kind of weird that he comes with this because I've never ever seen them use a gun in the show. The show is very clearly for very young kids. So, for my display, in the box he actually came with a blue rubber band holding these two guys together, and I really like it better like this. So for my display, I just take the rubber band, hook it onto one of these. Actually, I'll thread it under here and back up, and on the other one here, just to kind of keep them in the nice tight shoulder epaulette position instead of looking all droopy. Right, so there's Y along with X, and here is the original X. You can see he just towers over them. This is why they're the mini. And
You want me to get this thing done? I gotta keep working.
this is them next to MP10 Optimus. Not a bad scale. And next to Generations Drift. You can see they fit in quite nicely with them. So that is Mini Scale Tobot X and Tobot Y. Hope you enjoyed the review, and thank you for watching.